Hello Sagittarius, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. And this is for those of you who are either in a relationship. This could be a situationship. This could have been a relationship in the past. And some of you may feel that these cards resonate with your own situation. However, this is a past life connection, so this is going to resonate for both of you, you and mostly the cross watcher. So I am looking into the feelings and emotions of the other person, but because you have my past life card, it does appear that much of this will also resonate with you in terms of your own feelings. And here we have feelings and emotions. This could also be somebody that you just have had a connection with, where you maybe have exchanged glances across a room and you know there's something special there, but no one's saying anything. Okay, all of these cards are pretty good. All of them are good, except this one talks about a bit of sneakiness. And unfortunately, there is a whole lot of boundaries. There's distance, emotional as well as physical, in this connection. All right, Sagittarius, you have here cycles followed by mothering, compassion, mystery, pleasure, feelings and emotions, wild woman, hearth and home, and then you have boundaries. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Sagittarius, I can't stop thinking about you. You often come and go in my mind. Every time I stop thinking about you, I think I can, and then suddenly the thoughts start flooding in once again. I realize now that this is starting to become an unhealthy cycle, as it is starting to become a toxic cycle, full of obsession and thought. Certain things that have happened in this connection go round and round in my mind. The cycle doesn't stop. And it hurts me because there have been certain things that happened, certain things that I did, I'm not proud of. I also feel that in this connection, you are definitely somebody who is very, very nurturing. I feel this. From you, I feel unconditional love, so much love. I can do so many things, maybe even hurt people, but you are somehow always that person that forgives me, that takes me back. You have this energy of unconditional love. I don't want to misuse this, but it is something that I depend on. I always know at the end of the day there will be somebody who loves me, who cares for me, who gives me shelter and protection, who nurtures me. And I feel compassion for you. I feel empathy and sympathy sometimes for you, for the things that you've gone through, the things that I put you through, the connections and things that happened before in your life. they were not as rough and harsh. When I came into your life, I added on extra worry and extra stress while we thought originally, and you thought, that things would work their way in really slowly, gently, we would be happy. But no, I've turned this situation into something that it shouldn't have turned into. I've turned it into something that is not really reversible. You already had issues of your own. And what I ended up doing is giving you more things to worry about. I shouldn't have done that. And for this, I do feel sometimes even pity for the state that you're in, for what I have put you through. Now, for some strange reason, I'm starting to have this awakening moment. I'm starting to feel a spiritual bond between you and I. This bond that exists. It is quite unique. I question the universe. Are you and I supposed to be together in this lifetime? Is this the way things should have been? Is this the way they're supposed to be? I do question the universe to find the answers. Because now I'm starting to feel as though, yes, in this connection there is a spiritual aspect. I feel in this relationship, spoken and unspokenly, we have this feeling of pleasure. I have felt a lot of pleasure from this connection. I have also felt a lot of pleasure spiritually from this connection. My feelings and emotions change according to how you feel. When you're happy, I'm happy. When you're sad, I'm sad. But I know in this connection I have not been 100% truthful as I should have been. There's certain things that I should have said that I never did. Certain things that I should have held back. I just didn't do that. If I told you a story and I didn't tell you a certain part of it, does that mean I was lying? Because there have been certain things that have happened and I really never told you. So by omitting and by taking out something, does that mean that I've lied? There has been a sense of sneakiness behind the scenes. And I realize this, and I acknowledge this. I also feel that in this connection, you are my hearth and home. Wherever you are, that is where my home is. You are someone who I cherish, who I can put, where I can put my head on your lap and you hold me close. You pat me on my head. You make it all better. You make the pain go away. That is how I feel with you, my Sagittarius. You feel like family. You give me hope. Everything that is in the dark comes to light. Overall, I have put up boundaries, and you have also directly and indirectly put up boundaries. But there are boundaries between us. I can't do what it is that I want to do. I can't be what it is that I want to be in this connection with you. However, even though there is this distance between us, emotionally and physically, I'm still thinking about you every single day. It doesn't stop. right, Sagittarius. It's a very soft, subtle kind of reading. A lot has happened in the past, and this person has realized something. This is the stage right after that realization. They do have feelings, and they know that there are barriers. They know that they've lied in the past. But they have more positive feelings and memories than the negative. And that's good. This person's looking at the good part of this relationship, the good memories. They're not dwelling on negativity. I mean, this person really does cherish you. They do love you. I do see that here. And their love for you is it's so different. It's an underlying love that's almost like family, like you've known each other before. And you have. This is a past life card. So this is either your twin flame, your karmic partner, your soulmate. Could be a few others. But whatever it is, it's like this layer of, I use this example because I see it in a vision. The love that exists between you, Sagittarius, and your person of interest is like that stream of water, that layer of water that just always goes underneath. Up here we have rocks, sedimentary rocks, layers of soil, rocks, okay? Underneath there is this layer, and it's full of water. It's this flowing water, this natural water that just keeps going. And it doesn't stop. What I'm seeing right now is that no matter how many layers you guys have, there's always going to be this one layer where there's always this river and this flow of love that will remain constant forever. No matter what happens on top, there's a foundation that is very strong and it's full of love. That is what I see in this connection. Because you have two cards here, mothering and hearth and home. That's just like meeting somebody once again. They were gone out for a trip and they came back and you met them again. This is the type of feeling your soul has. It's a recognition. For some of you, you literally might want to have a look at the website, my website, and have a look at the description of a past life reading. That will give you a lot of information as to why this person is in your life, why it's so hard for you to let go, why it's so hard for them to let go. It's a complete profile that I create for the both of you. So it is only for two people, you and your person of interest. Just keep that in mind. But definitely, for some of you, you might need to do this just to give yourself some information and sometimes even closure. So many people write to me and they say, oh, thank God, I thought I was crazy. I'm not crazy after all, exclamation mark. No, it's just the way it is when it's a spiritual connection. It's extremely intense. All right. Let's have a look at the Lover's Path Tarot. So I'm just going to have a look at what it is that has happened in this connection that has caused a problem. Oh, one card just fell out. Oh, wow. Seven of Staves. I just had this in another reading as well. So let's have a look at balance. Okay. Balance and the Seven of Staves. I think, is this identical maybe? Don't know. I did shuffle these earlier. Okay, let's have a look. So here it talks about how in this connection, your person of interest at some point in the past, when things started to go, a bit downhill, they started to really feel an imbalance in this connection, the way things were and the way things are, the way they were headed. There's a sense of discomfort. This person was not comfortable with the way things were. Now, it also talks about the inability to find peace within themselves as well as with others. There's a lack of inspiration. So when somebody is feeling discomfort and this issue of finding peace within themselves, if they can't find peace in themselves, that means there's something that is emotional and traumatic, psychological. It's hurting them. They're suffering in silence, and something has happened to them in the past that's haunting them. They are not telling you. That's why they're not able to be at peace with themselves. So they have to be at peace with themselves. They have to love themselves in order to be with you. But they can't do that and be that strong person in front of you if they can't do this on their own to themselves. So basically what I'm trying to say is this person's got some emotional trauma, and they need to get over that before they end up being with you or try to reach out to you. All right. We also have here the Seven of Staffs. With the Seven of Staffs, it does talk about feeling overwhelmed, being their own worst enemy, creating problems to distract from what's really going on. So this is something that happened in their life. And whenever there may be an argument or a discussion about a certain topic that the both of you needed to talk about, they avoided this topic. They ended up bringing up stories from the olden days when there was that argument, that fight, that problem. And so they would change the topic. Now, sometimes it's a very clever thing to do. People do it. Sometimes it's just annoying because you want to get to the point. You want to actually talk about what's really bothering you in this connection. And this person would distract you by creating other things, other drama, get involved in other drama instead of talking about what's really bothering them. This is their way of hiding. With the balance card, you know, there's certain things that they're uncomfortable with within themselves, right? So this is why this person was being a bit defensive. They're not really allowing you to come inside of their heart and mind and to be with them the way that they need to support them. And I just did another reading before this, and the message there with similar cards was that as a couple, it is important to work with each other towards the same goal. And what happens is when you do that, you are finally able to solve problems and find solutions because you've worked on it together. But you can only have that if you open up to the other person. What I also had, and that's coming through, is it wasn't because of ego and pride. This person genuinely cares for you. And what happened was, along with this problem, this issue that they had, they tried to keep their distance. They were trying to keep their distance from you and not getting you involved in their drama because they were trying to protect you. They did not want you to be involved in the drama because they just don't want you to get into any unnecessary worry or burdens. They don't want to make their burdens your burdens. And this message was identical for, I think it's Gemini. I just did Gemini. That's something that just happened. So I think it was Gemini. It could be the one before. Please don't quote me on that. But yeah, this is something that happened. And you know what? This person is trying to do their best in the way that they know. However, their best might not be the best. Everyone's opinions are different, right? So, and it's important to respect the way someone thinks because it's where they're coming from. It's where their experiences have led them. Unfortunately, this person has a lot of inner work to do, that inner shadow work. They have to do that in order to find themselves, in order to find what their passion is, what they really want, and why they want something or someone in particular. So opening up is important.
If this person is not opening up to you, don't force it. Just let them know that you're here for them if they need anything. That's all you can do. And it's a really good open invitation. It's no pressure. People do tend to like that. A lot of masculine energy likes that. All right. Some of you know I'm still getting over this variant. Oh my gosh. Oh. It kind of goes away, then comes back again. Going away. Six of Swords. This person wants to move away from the situation the way it is to calmer waters. Things started to become really turbulent in this connection. They don't like that. They want to have peace and harmony. With the Hanged Man, they want to move on, and they may not be in contact with you for a while because they're just waiting around and wanting to see your reaction to the way they have moved or engaged in terms of transportation. Like they're wanting to move away from the situation. But the problem is they can only move if they have more clarity. They don't want to move if they don't know where the situation's headed. This is really bad too. Similar situation happened where not only is it the variant, but it's also the throat chakra of this person. This person's not good at expressing themselves. And it's tightening. I feel the tightening inside. So this person's not able to express themselves. They really want to, but they're not. The Hanged Man, they're waiting and seeing where things go from here. They're trying to see your reaction to any actions that they have. Here we have the Knight of Cups, beautiful card. So if this person, your person of interest, had gone away for some time or kept their distance for some time, they just poof, vanished. Well, this does indicate that that person, the same person, is going to come back into your life. Slowly, gently, softly, they will be there. However, again, there's a Seven of Wands. So there is a lot of distrust, there's a bit of defensiveness. They're feeling overwhelmed because they have to, I'm seeing wasps and bees. Wasps. This person's running away from wasps. A whole lot of them. They're overwhelmed. There's so many of them, they don't know which one to take down first. It's a weird vision I'm having right now. But with the Seven of Wands, it's like they're so overwhelmed. They have so many things that they can get rid of, but they just don't know what to get rid of first. So only when they do this, and once they have established what's important and what's not, only then will they be able to reach out to you the way that you would like them to. Now you also have here under the bottom of the deck, the High Priestess. So with the High Priestess, this person does have feelings and emotions towards you. They also feel that they are spiritually connected with you on some level, but they're hiding their feelings and emotions. They do have high intuitive skills, and they're starting to feel this. They're starting to sense this. And that whole mystery about who you are you supposed to be together? Is this a spiritual relationship? There is that mystery, and this person wants and wishes to solve it. We also have here the overall arching theme covers everything. So this person wants to take action, but they don't want you to know that they're going to take action. Now, there are some action cards here, actually. This is the Six of Swords as well as the Knight of Cups. The only thing here is that there is intention. Initially, they're going to be very quiet. Things are going to be very quiet, very calm. You're not going to see a lot of action, a lot of movement. But then eventually things start to pick up. They start to change. There's some changes here. This person's going to move forward, move on. Plus, we have this beautiful card, the Knight of Cups. There's going to be a love offer coming in. Something sweet, very gentle, very soft, not too aggressive. It's very sweet. So, do I see progress, but slow progress? Okay, I do see that there's going to be, and I just got that message, that there is going to be progress, but it's not going to be as fast as you thought it would be. It will be a bit slow. However, any progress is better than no progress, right? So that's a good thing here. All right. Let's have a look at what the angels have to say about this. Oh my. All right. These messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. So we do have here, don't stop. Don't stop. So don't stop giving and receiving love. Keep that energy flowing. It's a very positive energy. It's very attractive. So you will be able to also attract not just this individual, but other people as well, actually. They are telling you there is no need to worry. They don't want you to worry about this. Because within the next few weeks or months, certain things may just change or improve. By that time, you will be ready emotionally, physically, and spiritually. It does say here you're ready. However, even though you are ready, you will have to wait for the other person. And you will receive abundance after waiting. This abundance could be related to finances. It can also simply be related to love. They would like you to remain positive. And the first card you have underneath here is no, under the bottom of the deck. I'm going to clarify that. I have to. I'll have to have a look here. Okay. Oh, okay. So even though in a few weeks, so I hope you guys can see that. All right. That is communicate clearly under the bottom of the deck. No has been clarified a year from now. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm just going to put it here. All right. We have here no. And then what it says is a year from now. Under the bottom of the deck, we have here communicate clearly. So what is happening is that some of you have been told to wait. There will be abundance and remain positive, but no, it's not going to happen anytime soon. It's going to happen a year from now, but within the next few weeks, you're going to start to feel a bit better. Soon, at some point in time, between now and the next year, 10 months, there's going to be some type of communication. There could be 10. 10 is an important number. Take it as it resonates. We have here communicate clearly. Now, communicating clearly does talk about how it's important for you to get your point across concisely, not getting lost in the details, not losing this person in the details. So the best way of doing that is to keep your messages short and sweet, not talking too long, not exactly putting so much information out there that the person becomes overwhelmed and they can't remember much. They get lost in the details. Usually I say 3 to 4 points. Remember that, just memorize it. So whenever you have a chance to speak to this person, you can let them know your thoughts on the matter, and it will be very clear and concise so they can actually focus on what it is that you're talking about and not all of the other extra details. The feminine energy is very expressive, very expressive. And the feminine energy feels better by writing and expressing. That needs to be a bit curved if you want the masculine energy to respond. Your messages, your communication needs to be a tiny bit less. For some, it has to be quite a bit less. I've seen people that have written like 4 or 5 pages about 4 topics, but they only focus on like one topic. And the person gets confused. I get confused. They send me, my clients, they send me messages that they've sent to other people, right? But then I see what happened, because at the time, and I used to do this too, so emotional, so upset, I just have to write this. And we do. It's best not to do that. Think about it, write it down on a piece of paper, don't send it out, don't email it, whatever. Just write it on a piece of paper, your emotions and your feelings and what you really want to say. And then leave it. You will feel better and come back the next day and then think about it. Don't do any type of rash, don't make any rash decisions, because that won't help you in the long run. Some of you don't do this, and some of you do it and you are not aware of it. So I'm just putting that out there because that's something that I have seen. That's very common. I myself used to do that. Oh my gosh, did I ever? So bad, had no idea. But that's usually in the beginning. And when you are trying to court someone, when you're trying to be with that person. Once you're in a relationship, things become different. It's preferred that you have something a bit longer and you talk a bit longer and you discuss things. Sagittarius, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situation. Thank you once again for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it was helpful. All right, then you all take care and stay safe. Bye now.